Group Dynamics in Peer Leadership. Ali Carswell, Leadership 2014, Principles of Peer Leadership. What is group dynamics? Group dynamics is how members of a team interact with one another and the nature of a group. Group dynamics refers to the development of a group and how and why a group interacts the way that they do. Group dynamics affect the way that groups solve problems, work as a team, and how productive they will be as an organization. Different factors that can affect groups' dynamic include how alike the group members in the organization are, the size of the group, the effectiveness of the leadership, and content members. As a leader, it is important to understand the different components that go into creating a group dynamic so that they can better understand them. Having a group where all group members think the same is dangerous because it lacks diversity of thought. This will result in little progress and a lack of creativity. Embracing diversity can propel an organization forward by allowing people from different backgrounds and life experiences to collaborate and exchange ideas. In my organization, College Mentors for Kids, we have an overall group dynamic as well as different group dynamics depending on the activity day. For example, the organization has 4 activity days. Each activity day has different leadership, different mentors, and different kids. This creates 4 different group dynamics depending on the day and one larger dynamic as a whole. The mentors that constitute our organization come from various backgrounds, ethnicities, religions, and walks of life. This is beneficial to our organization because it gives the organization various perspectives and views on how to develop as an organization. Additionally, the kids we work with all come from various backgrounds, so it is important for them to see college students who look like them be successful and encourage them in the process. On my activity day Wednesdays, I have tried to create a positive group dynamic. As the leader, I have made sure to express an open dialogue and communication with those I work with, maintain a positive and approachable demeanor to let the mentors know that they can use me as a resource and reach out to me. Why group dynamics? Group dynamics are important because it determines the tone for the group. A group's dynamic can be the key to an organization's success. As a peer leader, you can set the tone for the group. How a peer leader acts is a reflection of how the group will act. It is important for every peer leader to foster a positive environment. After all, who's going to be successful in a negative environment? I value group dynamics because I've witnessed firsthand how group dynamics affect how a group performs. It is important to have strong leadership in order to ensure that the people who you're leading have an example to follow. In my organization, over the years, I have seen specific activity days struggle due to the lack of creating an environment where people want to be. Having competent leadership is important. If an organization sees leadership where there is disorganization, miscommunication, and hostility between group members, they will not be as invested in the program and will not want to be there. An important element of group dynamics is allowing team members to develop as a unit. Different individuals interact with each other differently, work differently, have their own opinions and own ethics. It is important to create an environment where individuals feel comfortable with one another. Team members can range anywhere from outgoing to very shy and reserved. It's important that all team members feel comfortable. The more comfortable an individual is, the more likely a person will be to speak up and voice their opinion. This will help the group function as a well-oiled machine. Unfortunately, a part of working with other individuals is disagreeing with them. It is important to outline a healthy way for people who do not agree to calmly discuss their differences in a productive forum. As a leader, it is important to create an atmosphere that embraces differences and uses them to make the organization better. A leader should do their best to encourage the members to voice their differences and allow the group to discuss the issue at hand and talk openly about the pros and cons. Why group dynamics is helpful as a peer leader. Group dynamics is helpful as a peer leader because it contributes to the success of a group. Understanding what group dynamics is and how to set a positive tone in your organization will ultimately make you and the people you lead more successful. An important aspect for group dynamics is having an overarching goal for all team members to work toward together. For example, in my organization, our common goal is to provide a positive mentoring experience for all the kids in our program and encourage them to pursue a higher education and be successful in what they do. By setting a clear goal, every member of the organization, no matter how large or small, knows what their purpose is. How I will continue to use this in my peer leader role. By understanding how group dynamics works, I will use this information to create positive atmospheres in whatever groups I participate in, whether I'm in a leadership position or not. In College Mentors, I will make sure to create a cohesive group dynamic where every individual feels valued and listened to. I will do this by being open to criticism and feedback from those I work with. I will conduct regular meetings where group members will have the opportunity to voice their concerns and suggestions. A class activity that taught me about the importance of group dynamics would have to be the class where we performed the Marshmallow Challenge. The exercise emphasizes the importance of exchanging ideas and listening to one another in order to obtain the best results. This was an eye-opening experience because it showed me how important it is for individuals to work together and the importance of creating a common goal for a group. When team members have the same goal to work toward, the end game becomes clear and everyone works together cohesively to accomplish it. This challenge can be beneficial to a group because it allows them to work together and work with each other quickly. It comes with an established goal and allows for diversity of thought between group members. I will utilize this in my role as Vice President Programming and College Mentors to make sure that everyone on my team works together and has a great group dynamic.